everyone, it's Carolyn Ellis from BrillianceMastery.com, and thank you for joining me for this short video. I'm here today to share with you my next tip in my Lead Conversations That Count video series, which is sharing insights and tips from my latest book, Lead Conversations That Count: How Busy Managers Run Great Meetings. Today's tip is about the power of asking questions. What I've seen in organizations is people who are in that position of, and perhaps are new in that position of, leading a group. Maybe you're now finding yourself, you're managing a group of colleagues who used to be your peers. It requires a bit of a mindset shift, doesn't it? So the mindset shift I want to offer in this video is about shifting from that pressure to feel like you have to have and give all the answers and directions to opening up the space and asking more questions. See, the problem is when you're busy talking all the time, giving all the answers to people, it's not a discussion anymore. It's really not even a dialogue. It becomes more of a presentation. It's a one-way kind of communication. And honestly, there's a problem with that. You're not hearing all the voices in the room, which is really important. As a result, you might be missing some key insights and ideas and perspectives that you really need to take into account. And also, especially when we're working in a hybrid or a virtual situation, people will zone out if they don't feel that they can really step in and collaborate and contribute to the discussion. And questions are a great way for unlocking the creativity and the commitment of the group to really contribute their best to the conversation. So the first tip I want to offer is to dial up curiosity. So even before you get into your session with your group, I want you to really just have that question in your mind. Ooh, what am I going to discover today? So get curious. Be like that scientist. Now you might discover things, sure, about work and people and priorities and all the the work stuff and the professional stuff. But I'm going to say that if you learn something about yourself as a leader, about what your comfort zone is and how you're stretching out of it, or what a strength is that you bring, that's valuable information as well. So dial up your curiosity. Tip number one. Tip number two is I want you to think about asking questions not just at a tactical level, but at the strategic level. Go big picture as well. So many times in meetings, I've seen people really drill down into, well, how are we going to do this? Like, when is that going to happen? And that's so important. But we also need to zoom back out sometimes. And that's really part of your job as the leader of this group, to ask the bigger questions like, where are our blind spots that we might be missing right now? What is the next most important thing that we need to do? Are we asking the right questions here to solve this problem? Can be a great question to offer to your team. Okay? So asking those questions that aren't just at the in the weeds level, you need to get there, but you want to also raise it up a level and make sure that you're looking across all of the dynamics of the group, all of the dynamics of the problem that you're trying to solve. And my third tip for you is let the questions land. So asking those questions, you will often be met, if there are good ones, you might often be met by silence. So just live in that pause a little bit and let the question land, because sometimes people need to really percolate on it, think about it before you can answer. Big mistake I see sometimes with teams is that people ask great questions, there's that pause, but then they rush in to try to answer, like, oh, I'm just going to offer a few little tidbits of maybe these are some possible answers. Resist that temptation if you can. Let your questions land. Give people the space to really think about them, and then get into the answering and discussion around it. Okay, so 3 tips for you. Dial up your curiosity. Ask great questions at a strategic as well as a tactical level. And give your group time and space for those questions to land with them. I hope that's been helpful to you today. If you have any questions or you'd like some support with helping your managers lead conversations that count, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to connect with you. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.